Hey, I'm Tommy, and I'm using AIP, Foundry, and Palantir's Ontology to help parents make informed decisions when choosing schools for their children. School choice can be overwhelming for parents, especially when they're from overseas. For this demo, I'm playing the role of an analyst at the Department of Education. The Department of Education provides loads of information, but we want to bring these disparate data sources into a central dashboard and combine it with the external information to empower families when comparing schools. All right, let's dive in. So as a parent, I want to choose the best schools given my preferences. Here, I'll select for secondary schools for boys. I'm not looking for independent schools, so we'll exclude those for now. I'm considering moving closer to my family in the Cotswolds and would like to search there. So here, we're selecting the schools that are within a reasonable search space. Now, we want to compare these schools by their performance. The Department of Education has various metrics for comparing school performances. Here, we're showing one metric, Progress 8. This tracks how well the students performed in exams across 8 subjects, compared with how well they were expected to perform. It controls for how smart the students were before joining, giving a fairer representation of the school's value added. A higher score is better, and so we rank by this metric. In the graph, we can clearly see where the school falls in the distribution of all schools, represented as this green vertical bar. The summaries that you can see at the bottom of the collapsible pane are LLM process summaries from Ofsted reports, parents' reviews, and the Good Schools Guide. We've also extracted a list of the extracurricular activities mentioned in these unstructured formats below. These are parsed and made searchable with AIP. Finally, if we were looking to move to the Cotswolds to take advantage of these schools, I've pulled in the last 30 years of housing transactions and can look at the cost of houses adjusted for inflation in these areas. Great. So that's my application. But what's going on behind the scenes? There are 3 main parts to my pipeline. Firstly, we pull in data sources from plain old CSV files, AWS S3 bucket, and live data feeds to be passed in the Palantir platform. Secondly, we combine these data sets using various processing steps to create school and property ontology objects. These objects are joined with appropriate geospatial information using census and administrative data. There is a huge amount of complexity that underlies this process. In Pipeline Builder, we can dig into any one of these steps and see that it's a combination of standard data science and data engineering techniques. Finally, we will use the power of AIP to extract insights from unstructured text stored in PDF documents and turn those into summarized reviews and a list of extracurricular activities that can be used to filter schools in our application. But this is just the beginning of what's possible in the platform. The power of the ontology lies in the development of a data asset with compounding returns, where every app is easier than the last. Extensibility is where the platform shines. There are literally hundreds of use cases that would use the same underlying ontology. For example, we could provide the Department of Education with an overview of the schools that are struggling with high absence rates. Alternatively, we could join information with other census statistics to get a better sense of how school performance correlates with deprivation. We could also expand on the links with the house price data to identify the best locations for parents to move, given multifaceted preferences. The Department of Education is leading the delivery of the UK government's Opportunity Mission. A great educational system is central to ensuring that children from every background get access to great opportunities. Using Palantir tools, we can help the UK government deliver on these missions. This application pulls together data from disparate sources, displays it in a user-friendly way, and uses the power of AIP transformations to parse unstructured data, helping parents identify the best schools for their children.